Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again today. Got big plans for today's episode. We're going to try and build our passive mob spawning pads for the ice base here. So that's what our goal is. Hopefully we can get as much done as possible. But before we begin that, we need to put the floor in here. And it seems like the black and blue wool was the winner. People didn't like sandstone too much, so I think we're going to go with black and blue. So yeah, we're just going to do a straight line type thing. A few people suggest I should try to like a pattern, like a fancy pattern on the ground, but I don't know. If this is supposed to be a lab, I think we want a clean look. So straight lines are okay for me. If we don't like it, we can always change it. So yeah, we got blue and black. I probably don't have enough wool to finish the whole thing. But it definitely contrasts with the snow pretty good. Go. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. Gonna get rid of all this soil. Oops. Actually, we need that gone. Maybe I'll try to talk about the passive mob stuff as I do this. So I've decided on a pattern for the passive mob system. It's different than anything I've done yet. It's only going to be 100 blocks of spawning space. My old one on Chocolate Island has about 500 blocks of spawning space. So the new one's going to be significantly smaller, which isn't a bad thing really. We don't really need it as big because here we have all the grass cleared, I think. Pretty sure. But on Chocolate Island, we never cleared all the grass around the area. So in order to keep the mob spawning efficient there, we needed larger amount of space for them to spawn on. And another thing about passive mobs, their cap is a lot lower than it is for hostile mobs. Like, I believe hostile mobs is 70, but I could be wrong. I think passive mobs is about 25. I'm probably wrong about that too, though. So roughly, let's say roughly about 3 times less is the cap, so we really only need a spawning system that's 3 times smaller. Because we're not going to reach the cap nearly as likely. So that's kind of why I'm making this smaller. And also, like .gem has one, I think it's 144 blocks, and it seems to keep up no problem. He only has 4 6x6 pads. So I think this will work pretty good. And I have decided to do a diamond pattern for the spawning pads instead of square, so that we can flood the pads. Some people were worried that flooding them with water is going to kill the grass. It's not an issue because I will have enough lighting so that the grass doesn't die, even if it's underwater. Yeah, that really stands out. I wonder if it needs to be 3 wide. Maybe 2 wide would have been good enough. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this up off camera so that we can actually start our spawning pads this episode. And then I will be back. Yeah, even this spiral grass structure I have here keeps up with the spawning passive mobs pretty good. And it's only about 50 spawnable places. So my pads are going to be twice that size, and also this structure here is only in one chunk, and my pads will be in 4 different chunks. So for every time the game tries to place mobs, this structure here, it only tries to place them once. In my pads, it'll try to place it 4 times. So I should get way more mobs than I'm getting over here. And over here is pretty good as it is, so my pads should be really good, even though they're pretty small. I ran out of wool, but this is what we got so far. Don't know if I'll keep the snow in the middle. And this will probably end up looping, like connecting to over here. There'll be stairs either up or down here. And same with on this side. And I'm thinking I might have like my controls for the spawning pads over here. Have a wall here with the ability to turn like my passive mob farm on or off, hostile mob farms on or off, lighting on or off, that type of thing. But yeah, we're ready to start building our pads, I believe. This is where you don't want to make any mistakes, because this is a pretty definite thing once you start building it. I do have a world backup in case in case I change my mind about something major. Okay, so passive mobs are going to go on this side. This is our center here, these 4 soil blocks I've marked. I think I want to start here. Yeah. Okay, so this is where our center for the passive mob farm is going to be. It's going to be based on an odd number instead of an even number, so that's why we're only choosing 1 of these blocks instead of all 4 of these. So this is our center for our passive mob farm. And we need to go up minimum 24 blocks. So I'm going to write down our y coordinate, 71. Oh, actually, you know what? The sun's going down. I'm going to skip a day, so that'll be light when we're doing this. Okay, here we go. New day. Let's start building. This is our center. We're at 71. We're going to go up to 90. And 2 more. Okay, at 90. So our 20th block will be our ceiling. Probably make the ceiling out of snow. Had a little bit of lag there. So make a little platform here, kind of like... Ooh, I'm really laggy. Okay. And... I think I'll place water. Go, 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 go. Okay. Hope that didn't wreck any wiring. Oh crap, it might have. No, because that snow's still intact. It's fine. Okay, so we have a way of getting up and down. That is pretty high. We need it to be at least, our spawning pad's at least 24 blocks up. So this is going to be a huge room if that's the ceiling for it. Should be pretty cool. Okay, so we have our platform here. On this level here, we'll be doing kind of the mob sorting and stuff out of sight. So, like, the pigs, the chickens, the cows, the sheep will fall down here, and then they'll go through some pipes, which will sort them into their individual chambers there. It's a plan. The actual spawning pads will be a little bit higher. See, this is our center. We're going to make this sorting room, I think, 5 blocks. Then the 6th block will be the start of our spawning pad system. And we'll probably build it out of cobblestone just because it's cheap. And we will go 2, 3. Okay, so this is our center. Don't want to lose sight of our center. Wow. Okay. We're going to make our opening 3 long like this so that mobs don't get stuck going down the hole. This is the hole for them to fall down. And we will extend this a fair bit. I think we need to make each of the sides about 7 long. Or so. I don't know exactly how I'm doing this. I just have a pretty decent idea in my head. Okay, so I think we're above the blue wool right now. So let's go that far on the other side here. Okay. And then we will line this. I brought lots of cobblestone with me because I figured we would be using a lot on this. Okay. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We probably want this 8 long. 7, 8. And there'll be a water stream here, flowing right to the end. And same with on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8. And that should do it. Okay, so we'll have a water stream there. We're going to get rid of this for now. And now I just need to make a huge flat ground section here. It'll go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought I saw a sheep on our cobblestone here, but he's on the spiral. Okay. So we're going to connect this to the other side, and we're going to have water streams on this. We don't want to use my other style with this, the no dead zone trick using the stairs, because chickens get stuck in stairs. So we have to do something else with this system. So I'm going to fill this in, and I'm going to make an exact copy on the other side, and then we will be back. So I did that. I filled it all in. So now we got a big flat surface here to work with, and we're going to put a border all around this. This is to hold water in place that we are going to place soon. It's pretty simple. With this new system, there's going to be almost no signs used for controlling the water, which is good in case Notch ever changes that. If he ever makes it so signs can't hold water back, this thing should still work okay. Not that I'm too worried about that. Okay, I'm going to make a water pool here. Yeah, so we'll have water here. It ends over there, right at the edge, because it only flows 8 blocks maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then for these side things we made, there'll be water placed all along this back wall here. All the way down, and that ends right at the edge as well. So the mobs will flow straight down. They'll fall into this stream, they'll flow this way, and they'll fall down this 3 wide hole here. It's 3 wide so that they don't clump up and prevent each other from falling down. But we're gonna wait on doing that just a little bit. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to cover this, otherwise it's gonna freeze too. Oh, lag. Okay, so I suppose the next thing we're gonna do is build our spawning pads. We're gonna have 4 spawning pads. They're gonna be diamond shaped with a base of 7. So, wow, this game is really lagging bad. 2, 3 would be 7. Here would be the start, I believe. So diagonally from this corner is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. It's the 5th block, and we want it 3 off the ground. That's the center of one of our diamonds. And it'll come out 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Each of these pads has 25 spawnable blocks on. And since there's 4, we'll have 100 total. Because 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1 is 25. The total. And we can shut it off by dropping water right here. Okay, so I'm going to build 3 more of these, and then I will see you after that's done. The spawning pads are done. They did not take long to build. They're very simple. But now, before we look at them, we want to get a grass block to them. So we're on our spiral tower here. And as many people suggested, I can just use pistons to move the grass. Hopefully. There we go. So we're going to move this upward first. And we will fill in with more soil. Get the height we want about. Yeah, that's good, I think. And now we want to move it sideways. And we'll steal our lever back. One thing about the spawning pads, mine are diamond shaped. That's just because I want to be able to... Oops, wrong level. That's just so I'll be able to easily turn passive mob spawning on or off. Really though, you probably don't need that feature. I don't even really need it. I just want it as a just in case. And if I ever need to do testing, I want to have that feature. Like if Notch decides he wants to put all the hostile mobs and passive mobs, if he wants them all to share the same spawning cap, then I may want to be able to turn passive mob spawning off. But at the moment, there's really no point to it. So, yeah, you probably don't need to make yours diamond shaped if you're going to copy me. You could probably just do a square. It would be more space efficient if you do a square. Not that it matters much, because I'm pretty sure 100 spawning spots is going to be plenty, and oh, that's the limit. And there's plenty of space in Minecraft for you to waste space with diamond-shaped stuff. Oops. Yeah, go here. Put another one down. Ah, darn it. Darn, it didn't give it to me either. Last one. And we're about there, I'd say. We want to move it 2 more blocks, I suppose. Good. Okay, maybe we'll just let it spread the rest of the way. We're out of soil. I have our water set up on the sides here in ice form. And we will just connect this. Good. Okay, so that grass will spread to our diamonds here. When this is all done, I'm going to cut out this connecting piece to all of them. And the mobs should spawn on these, and they'll fall off into our water here. And since it's only a 1, 2, 3 block drop, they'll freely walk off. Mobs will freely walk off any spawning pad that's within 3.5 blocks drop. This one's a 3. Yeah. So that should be good. The only place they won't walk off is if they try to fall down. If they were going to walk off into this lower part here in the center, it's too far down for them to fall. Alright, so I'm going to clean up a little bit here, and I'll see you in a little bit. I went to remove that spiral grass tower, and when I was down on the ground, this one little grass block spawned the sheep. So it's working. Oh yeah, and I fell down and died. That kind of sucked. But I'm glad you missed that. So we are just waiting for the grass to spread now. We need to set up our water shutoffs above the center point on each of these spawning pads. I may make the ceiling in here only too high above the pads. Underneath these pads, there's a too high clearance, so even if a mob falls off, let's say over here, the water will push him under, and he can swim underneath the pads here to this point, and then he'll go this way. So, very simple water setup. I may play around with the water stream to try and make a diagonal flow so it pushes more towards the center instead of straight here. Don't know why my game is so laggy today. I probably need to do a computer reboot. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll end it here. The episode's long. Come on. So I'll expand this floor out, and it will come down, and there'll be walls behind my EMP units probably that go all the way up to that snow there. And now it's dark underneath here, so we need lighting, of course. And I may have a blue stripe running around somewhere like at this level here, like where the glass block is. A blue or green stripe running around these EMP units as well, just to balance out the look. And we should make sure these things are working. What was that? Oh. Oh, you know how I should wire these actually? Yeah, I just thought of something. If this bottom glass block is up, this shouldn't open if the water's on, because the water is not flowing here anyway. So I may look into changing that yet. Oh, one of my levers is gone. Wonder how that happened. It's probably when water flowed, when I let that water go down here. Yep. Seems to be working okay. Alright. Well, I think that's it for today. Next episode, we'll probably work on the passive mob sorting on that snow level there. And by that time, I'll probably have all the grass spread, and I might work on setting up the water shutoffs. We'll see. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care. Until next time.